The United States Air Force has brought a new heavyweight into modern air combat, and it is unlike anything flying today. This aircraft carries more weapons than any fighter jet ever fielded by America. We are not talking about a marginal increase. We are talking about the ability to carry more than 20 air-to-air missiles on a single platform. But here is the detail most people overlook. Firepower alone is not what makes this aircraft dangerous. While rival nations focus almost entirely on low observable design, the Pentagon made a decision that caught analysts off guard. Instead of betting everything on stealth, the Air Force took a proven airframe that first flew decades ago and rebuilt it from the inside out. The result is a fighter that can perform missions even the most advanced stealth jets struggle to handle. What you are about to hear challenges the common belief that newer automatically means better. In mid-2024, the F-15EX Eagle II reached a milestone that sent shockwaves through defense circles across the globe. Before we explain what that milestone was, it is critical to understand why the Air Force chose this approach instead of simply buying more fifth-generation fighters. The answer revolves around one capability so important that it is reshaping how the United States prepares for future conflict, especially across the vast distances of the Pacific. Welcome to Proud Jets. Today, we are breaking down the 5 defining capabilities of the F-15EX Eagle II, the aircraft that is forcing adversaries to rethink air combat planning. This is not a legacy fighter with minor upgrades. Boeing combined over 50 years of operational experience with a digital backbone so advanced that much of it remains classified. From massive weapons loads to autonomous drone control, the Eagle II is redefining what a modern fighter can be. Everything discussed here is grounded in official U.S. Air Force data released between 2024 and 2025. If you respect air power and the machines that protect the skies, type PROUD in the comments. 1. The weapons carrier that rewrote the rulebook. Let's begin with a number that sounds exaggerated until you see the data. The F-15EX is rated to carry approximately 29,500 pounds of weapons. That figure exceeds the empty weight of an entire F-16 Fighting Falcon. This is not a theoretical maximum or a future goal. The F-15EX achieved full operational capability in July 2024 at Portland Air National Guard Base, and its payload capacity is already influencing how the Air Force structures combat formations. The Eagle II features 12 external hardpoints, along with 2 conformal weapon stations integrated directly into the fuselage. But Boeing did not simply bolt on extra pylons. Engineers redesigned the wing using digital fly-by-wire controls, eliminating the structural flutter that limited earlier F-15 variants. That redesign unlocked 2 additional weapon stations that previous Eagles could never safely use. In January 2023, the Air Force conducted a test that caught the defense industry's attention. An F-15EX was loaded with 12 air-to-air missiles and flown through a full trial profile. Traditional F-15s top out at 8, but the testing did not stop there. By using advanced missile racks and the conformal fuel tank station, engineers confirmed the aircraft can support up to 22 air-to-air missiles in a full loadout. That number changes everything. But the real shock is not how many missiles it carries. It is how the Air Force plans to use them. In modern combat, stealth fighters like the F-35 act as forward sensors, detecting enemy aircraft far beyond visual range. Alone, an F-35 carries a limited number of missiles to preserve stealth. Pair it with an F-15EX flying behind the threat boundary, and the equation changes completely. The F-35 becomes the scout. The F-15EX becomes the arsenal. The Air Force refers to this as a distributed engagement model. The Eagle II stays outside heavily defended airspace, carrying enormous firepower, while stealth aircraft provide targeting data. The F-15EX launches weapons using information passed from the forward stealth platforms, striking enemies without ever exposing itself to the most dangerous threats. Despite this massive payload, the Eagle II remains fast, with twin F110GE129 engines producing nearly 29,000 pounds of thrust each. The aircraft can exceed Mach 2.5, even when heavily armed. During large force exercises conducted in 2023, the F-15EX successfully employed air-to-air missiles, precision bombs, and long-range cruise missiles in the same mission. It can carry up to 16 small-diameter bombs, multiple 2,000-pound JDAMs, or a mixed load tailored for air dominance, strike, or suppression of enemy defenses. One aircraft can perform missions that previously required multiple specialized platforms, and this is only the foundation. 2. Sensors and electronic warfare that see first and strike first. Raw firepower is useless without awareness. That is where the F-15EX separates itself from earlier generations. At the heart of the aircraft is the ANAPG-82V1 AESA radar, one of the most powerful fighter radars ever fielded. Unlike older mechanically scanned systems, this radar uses thousands of individual transmit-receive modules, allowing it to perform multiple functions simultaneously. It can track air targets, map terrain, conduct maritime surveillance, and jam enemy systems all at the same time. Raytheon delivered these radars specifically for the F-15EX beginning in 2020, and operational testing has confirmed their exceptional performance at long range. But the radar is only part of the story. The Eagle II is equipped with the Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System, or EPAWSS. This advanced electronic warfare suite completed operational testing in 2024, and its capabilities are unlike anything fielded on previous F-15s. EPAWSS continuously monitors the electromagnetic environment, detecting threats before they lock on. It automatically identifies hostile systems and deploys tailored countermeasures in real time. On the offensive side, it can actively disrupt enemy radars and surface-to-air missile networks, degrading their ability to function. In effect, the F-15EX is not just protecting itself, it is protecting other aircraft operating nearby. The Air Force is also developing cognitive electronic warfare for the platform. This involves artificial intelligence that studies enemy behavior patterns, adapts jamming technique, and responds faster than any human operator could. Each engagement improves the system's future performance. Managing all of this is the Advanced Display Core Processor II, the most powerful mission computer ever installed in a fighter. It processes sensor data, controls weapons, manages electronic warfare, and coordinates networked assets simultaneously. Inside the cockpit, large digital displays present this information in an intuitive format, giving pilots situational awareness far beyond earlier generations. Operational testing confirmed the aircraft meets or exceeds every reliability and effectiveness requirement set by the Air Force. These systems enable the F-15EX to take on a role no previous Eagle could fulfill. 3. Commanding autonomous aircraft in combat. The future of air combat is not manned versus unmanned. It is manned aircraft commanding unmanned systems. The F-15EX is being positioned as a central controller for Collaborative Combat Aircraft, or CCAs. These autonomous platforms are not simple drones. They are AI-enabled aircraft designed to operate alongside human pilots in high-threat environments. The two-seat configuration of the Eagle II makes it ideal for this role. The pilot in front focuses on flying and weapons employment, while the weapons systems officer in the rear manages multiple autonomous aircraft. These CCAs can scout ahead, identify threats, draw enemy fire, suppress air defenses, or even engage hostile aircraft. They can sacrifice themselves if necessary, preserving the manned platform. The F-15EX mission computer can manage multiple data streams from these autonomous systems at once. Secure, jam-resistant communications allow control even in contested environments. Advanced displays show the position, status, and tasking of each drone in real time. One F-15EX could control several CCAs, each carrying additional sensors or weapons. Multiply that across a squadron, and the Air Force gains a dramatic force multiplier without adding pilots or runways. This capability transforms the Eagle II from a fighter into a battlefield coordinator. 4. Hypersonic weapons and standoff strike speed has always mattered in air combat. Hypersonic speed changes the equation entirely. The F-15EX is designed to carry hypersonic weapons, including missiles traveling faster than Mach 5, following unpredictable trajectories that current defenses struggle to counter. One such weapon is the AGM-183 Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, developed with the F-15EX in mind as a potential launch platform. These boost-glide weapons accelerate rapidly, then release a maneuvering glide vehicle that strikes targets within minutes. The Eagle II was built to carry weapons up to 22 feet long, far exceeding the limits of most fighters. This allows it to deploy not only hypersonic missiles, but also future weapons still under development. Hypersonic weapons compress reaction time to the point where defenders have little chance to respond. By launching from outside enemy air defense zones, the F-15EX delivers strategic effects without exposing itself to risk. The Air Force is also funding air-breathing hypersonic cruise missiles, and officials have indicated the Eagle II will be among the first aircraft capable of carrying them. 5. Open architecture and rapid evolution. The most important capability of the F-15EX is the one you cannot see. The aircraft was designed around an open mission systems architecture, allowing new capabilities to be added through software rather than hardware changes. Traditional fighter upgrades take years. The Eagle II can evolve in months. Software updates can introduce new sensors, weapons integrations, and electronic warfare techniques across the fleet almost instantly. Boeing has already demonstrated deploying identical software containers across multiple aircraft without modification. This is why the Air Force selected the F-15EX. It fills an immediate operational gap while remaining adaptable for decades. 70% of its parts are shared with existing F-15s. Pilots transition in weeks. Maintenance crews adapt in days. Infrastructure remains in place. Beneath the familiar shape is a digital platform capable of absorbing future technology as fast as it is developed. Conclusion: the F-15EX Eagle II proves that air dominance is not just about stealth or novelty. It is about flexibility, firepower, and adaptability. From unmatched weapons capacity to advanced sensors, autonomous aircraft control, hypersonic strike, and rapid modernization, the Eagle II represents a different path forward, one that delivers overwhelming capability today while staying relevant tomorrow. If this changed how you view modern air power, support Proud Jets by liking the video and subscribing for more deep dives into the aircraft shaping the future of flight. Thanks for watching.